Imagine it is the year 2030. The first light of dawn spills across a cityscape that is both familiar and fundamentally new. You open your eyes not to the jarring sound of an alarm, but to a soft, ambient glow that gradually fills your room, mimicking a natural sunrise. Outside your window, the world is already in motion, a quiet and efficient ballet of autonomous electric vehicles gliding along clean streets. The architecture around you reaches for the sky, not with the cold steel of the past, but with organic curves and living walls that breathe with the city. This is the morning your holiday begins, and it feels different from any trip you have ever taken before. There is a sense of seamlessness, an effortless flow that starts from the very moment you wake. Your personal travel assistant, a calm and intelligent voice, gently confirms your day's plans. It knows your preferences, from the temperature of your morning coffee to the kind of art you appreciate. It has already checked you in for your high-speed train journey, arranged for your luggage to be collected, and suggested a scenic route to the station. This holiday is not something you piece together from dozens of websites and conflicting reviews. It is a journey that has been meticulously crafted around you, your desires, and even your curiosities. The entire process feels less like planning and more like a conversation, a collaboration between your dreams and the technology designed to realize them. The traditional stresses of travel have simply dissolved into the background. There are no paper tickets to lose, no frantic searches for booking confirmations, and no uncertainty about the next step. Every detail has been anticipated and managed, leaving you free to simply experience the anticipation and excitement of departure. You glance at your smart watch, which displays a simple, elegant timeline of your morning, culminating in your arrival at a destination you have only dreamed of visiting. The journey has already begun, long before you even step out of your front door, unfolding with a quiet confidence that promises a truly remarkable adventure ahead. This vision of the future is not a distant science fiction fantasy. It is the potential reality taking shape around us today, built upon the foundations of emerging technologies and shifting human desires. The intelligent systems, sustainable infrastructure, and hyper-personalized services that define this 2030 holiday are the next logical step in our ever-evolving relationship with travel. But this raises a profound question. How did we get here? What powerful forces, from artificial intelligence and climate change to our own changing habits, have converged to so completely transform the way we explore our world? The answer lies in a story of innovation, adaptation, and a deep, unchanging human need for connection. The road to 2030 has been paved by a convergence of powerful global shifts. The subtitle of our journey asks a critical question. How will AI, climate change, smart technology, demographics, and new travelers' habits and expectations transform tourism and the way we explore the world? The answer is not a single simple prediction but a complex tapestry woven from many threads. Artificial intelligence has moved from a novelty to an indispensable co-pilot in our lives, capable of understanding our individual tastes with astonishing accuracy. It is this intelligence that can now design a trip not for the masses, but for the one person that matters most: you. It suggests experiences you might love but would never have found on your own. Simultaneously, our planet has sent us clear and undeniable signals. The changing climate is not just a headline. It is a tangible force that is reshaping our coastlines, altering our seasons, and influencing our decisions. The blistering heat of a once popular summer destination may lead us to seek cooler climates or to travel during the gentler shoulder seasons. This environmental awareness has sparked a movement towards more responsible and sustainable travel, where our choices are guided not just by wanderlust, but by a desire to protect the beautiful places we long to see. The very map of desirable destinations is being redrawn by these powerful environmental and ethical considerations. Demographics, too, are playing a crucial role in this transformation. As global populations age and family structures evolve, the travel industry is adapting to serve a more diverse range of needs. Multi-generational holidays are becoming more common, requiring destinations and services that cater to everyone from toddlers to their great-grandparents. The rise of solo travelers and the increasing demand for wellness and accessibility are pushing hotels, airlines, and tour operators to think more inclusively. Travel is no longer a one-size-fits-all product. It is becoming a deeply personal service that adapts to every stage of life and every individual need, making the world more accessible for all. Ultimately, the most significant change may be within ourselves. Our expectations as travelers have evolved. We are no longer content to be passive observers, ticking famous landmarks off a pre-packaged list. We seek authenticity, connection, and meaning. We crave experiences that enrich our lives, challenge our perspectives, and allow us to engage with local communities in a respectful way. We are trading crowded tourist traps for hidden gems and valuing privacy, space, and time over material extravagance. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, it is clear that our next holiday will indeed be very different, shaped by a world that is smarter, more conscious, and more attuned to the human spirit of discovery. The journey to 2030 starts not with a packed suitcase but with a simple conversation. In your home weeks before you depart, the process of planning your holiday has transformed into an engaging and intuitive dialogue with your AI travel assistant. This is not a chatbot executing basic commands. It is a sophisticated digital architect, designing your journey from the ground up based on a deep understanding of you. It has learned from your past travels, your daily habits, your cultural interests, and even the books you read. It suggests a journey to the lesser-known fjords of northern Norway, remembering a documentary you watched months ago, and proposes a quiet, family-run guest house that aligns with your preference for authentic experiences over large, impersonal hotels. This AI architect does more than just book flights and accommodation. It curates a complete, personalized itinerary that feels like it was handcrafted by someone who knows you intimately. It might suggest a cooking class with a local chef in a small Italian village because it knows your passion for culinary exploration. It could schedule a private, early morning visit to a museum to avoid the crowds, aligning with your desire for quiet contemplation. The system seamlessly integrates transportation, from high-speed trains to local electric bike rentals, ensuring every connection is smooth. It even handles real-time language translation, displaying subtitles on your smart glasses as you converse with a local artisan, breaking down barriers and fostering genuine human connection. The level of detail is astounding. The AI can analyze weather patterns to recommend the best day for a mountain hike and cross-reference local event calendars to ensure you do not miss a vibrant community festival. It compares destinations not just on price, but on factors like sustainability scores, crowd density data, and air quality indices. For a family, it could design a trip with activities that appeal to different age groups, weaving together a story that everyone can enjoy. This intelligent planning phase removes the friction and guesswork from travel, transforming what was once a stressful chore into an exciting part of the adventure itself, allowing you to dream and explore possibilities without limits. The result is a travel plan that is more than just a schedule. It is a narrative tailored specifically to you. It is a journey designed to resonate with your unique personality, whether you are an adventurer, a history buff, a wellness seeker, or a bit of everything. Your smartphone and wearable devices become the keys to this perfectly orchestrated experience, holding all your bookings, tickets, and recommendations in one accessible place. The trip truly begins here, in this moment of collaborative creation, where technology serves not to dictate your choices, but to expand the very horizon of what you thought was possible for your next great escape. As we hand over the reins of our travel plans to artificial intelligence, we inevitably encounter a new set of critical questions. If this technology can indeed recommend the perfect trip for you, how much of your holiday planning would you be willing to delegate to an algorithm? The convenience is undeniable, but it rests on a foundation of trust. We need to be confident that the AI's recommendations are unbiased, not secretly influenced by hidden commissions or advertising partnerships. The perfect boutique hotel it suggests must truly be the best fit for us, not just the one that paid the most for its placement in the results. Ensuring transparency and ethical programming will be paramount for these systems to earn our continued reliance. Furthermore, this level of deep personalization requires access to vast amounts of our personal data. For an AI to know you well enough to plan your dream holiday, it needs to understand your habits, your social connections, your location history, and your private interests. This raises significant concerns about privacy and data security. Who owns this data? How is it protected from misuse or cyber attacks? Travelers in 2030 will likely demand robust privacy controls, giving them the power to decide exactly what information they share and with whom. The future of AI-assisted travel may hinge on a delicate balance. The desire for a seamless, personalized experience versus the fundamental right to digital privacy. It is also crucial to remember that no technology is perfect. An AI can analyze data and predict preferences, but it cannot replicate the nuances of human judgment or the serendipity of spontaneous discovery. There will always be a place for human expertise, the seasoned travel agent who can offer first-hand advice, the hotel concierge with deep local knowledge, or the friend who recommends a hidden gem they stumbled upon by chance. Technology should be a powerful tool, an assistant that handles the logistics, but it shouldn't entirely replace the joy of personal research, the thrill of an unplanned detour, or the value of a recommendation from a trusted human source. Ultimately, the role of AI in travel planning will likely become a partnership. We may use it to handle the complex, time-consuming tasks of booking and organizing, freeing us up to focus on the more enjoyable aspects of dreaming and discovery. We might let it build the basic framework of our trip, but reserve the right to make the final decisions, to change our minds, and to leave room for the unexpected. The most successful travel technologies of the future will not be the ones that try to control our entire journey, but those that empower us, giving us the information and freedom to create our own perfect adventure with the human touch still firmly at the helm. The journey to your 2030 destination is defined by a word that was once alien to travel: seamlessness. The revolution in transportation is not about a sky filled with flying cars or other science fiction fantasies. Instead, it's a far more practical and profound evolution. It's about dissolving the frustrating barriers that once separated each stage of your trip. The experience begins the moment you step outside your home. The autonomous electric vehicle you booked arrives precisely on time, its interior already set to your preferred climate. The ride is smooth and silent, gliding through city streets optimized by a network of smart traffic systems that prevent congestion, turning what was once a stressful taxi ride into a moment of calm reflection. Your arrival at the transportation hub, whether it's a high-speed rail station or a next-generation airport, is just as fluid. There are no long queues for check-in or security. Facial recognition and biometric scanning technology allow you to walk through checkpoints without breaking your stride. Your luggage, collected from your home earlier, has already been processed and is on its way to the aircraft or train, tracked in real time on your smart device. The entire terminal is designed to be intuitive and stress-free, with digital wayfinding that adapts to your language and guides you directly to your gate or platform, maybe even suggesting a stop at a quiet lounge with panoramic views along the way. This seamless flow continues as you board. The distinction between waiting area and vehicle begins to blur. The gate connects directly to the train carriage or aircraft cabin, eliminating the crowded, chaotic boarding process of the past. You find your seat in a futuristic but realistic interior, designed for comfort and personal space. The windows are larger, offering expansive views and can even double as augmented reality screens, overlaying information about the landscapes you pass. The focus is on making the journey itself an enjoyable and integral part of the holiday, not just a necessary hurdle to be overcome before the real experience begins. The core idea is that your journey is no longer a series of disjointed, stressful segments. It's a single, continuous, and connected experience. From your front door to the door of your hotel room, technology works quietly in the background to orchestrate every transition. This allows you to remain relaxed and present, able to enjoy the anticipation of arrival rather than wrestling with the logistics of getting there. The biggest transportation revolution, as we're now seeing, isn't a spectacular new vehicle, but simply a journey with fewer barriers between one stage and the next, finally delivering on the long-held promise of effortless travel. The transportation network of 2030 is not just seamless, it's a masterpiece of efficiency and sustainability. High-speed rail has become the backbone of continental travel, connecting major cities with remarkable speed and comfort. These trains, powered by renewable energy, glide across countries at speeds that make short-haul flights nearly obsolete. On board, the experience is more like a mobile lounge than a cramped cabin. There's ample space to work, relax, or dine as you watch the landscape blur past. The journey becomes a productive or restful part of your day, rather than lost time spent in transit, making the train a destination in itself for many travelers. For more localized travel, the rise of modern electric and autonomous vehicles has transformed urban and rural mobility. Once you arrive at your destination's central station, a pre-booked electric vehicle is waiting to take you on the final leg of your journey. These cars are part of an integrated city-wide network, meaning they're always available where and when they're needed, reducing traffic and eliminating the need for vast parking lots. For shorter distances, fleets of electric bikes and scooters can be accessed with a simple tap on your device, encouraging active and eco-friendly exploration of your new surroundings while minimizing your carbon footprint. The intelligence of the system is what makes it truly revolutionary. All modes of transport, from the long-haul train to the local city bike, are connected to a single network. Your AI travel assistant monitors the entire system in real time, making microscopic adjustments to your itinerary to ensure perfect connections. If your train is delayed by even a few minutes, your connecting autonomous vehicle is automatically rescheduled. This interconnectedness removes the anxiety of missing a connection, providing a safety net that guarantees a smooth and predictable journey from start to finish, regardless of any minor disruptions that may occur along the way. This focus on efficiency extends to the very design of the vehicles and infrastructure. Aircraft feature lighter, more aerodynamic designs, and are increasingly powered by sustainable aviation fuels, reducing the environmental impact of long-haul flights. Airports and railway stations are not just transportation hubs but models of energy-efficient architecture, with solar-paneled roofs, rainwater harvesting systems, and smart lighting that minimizes waste. The entire system is engineered to move people not just faster, but smarter and more responsibly, creating a travel ecosystem that is as kind to the planet as it is convenient for the passenger. While speed and efficiency are hallmarks of 2030's travel, the evolution of the journey goes deeper. The experience itself has been fundamentally reimagined to be more human-centric, comfortable, and personalized. Inside the cabin of a long-haul flight or a high-speed train, the focus has shifted from packing in as many passengers as possible to creating a better personal environment. Seats may feature privacy shells that create a personal cocoon, complete with noise-canceling technology and customizable lighting. Your personal space adapts to your needs, whether you want to sleep, work, or be entertained, transforming the cabin into a private sanctuary in the sky or on the rails. Entertainment and connectivity have also become deeply personalized. Instead of a limited library of movies, you have access to your own streaming services, virtual reality experiences, or interactive guides about your destination. The augmented reality-enabled window can identify landmarks as you pass over them, providing rich historical and cultural context in real time. For families, this technology can turn a long journey into a fun, educational experience for children. The travel time is no longer a passive wait but an active and engaging part of the discovery process, enriching your understanding of the place you are about to visit. Wellness has become a central consideration in vehicle design. Air filtration systems deliver pristine air quality, while circadian lighting systems help to reduce the effects of jet lag by adjusting the color and intensity of light to match your destination's time zone. Some premium services might even offer seats that provide gentle massages or monitor your vital signs to ensure your comfort and well-being throughout the trip. The goal is to ensure you arrive at your destination not just quickly but feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to explore, rather than exhausted and disoriented from the rigors of travel. Ultimately, the journey of 2030 is about giving time back to the traveler. By removing the stress, streamlining the logistics, and enhancing the comfort of the experience, the transportation of the future allows you to reclaim the hours spent in transit. This time can be used for rest, work, entertainment, or simply quiet contemplation while watching the world go by. The journey is no longer a means to an end. It has been elevated to become a valuable and enjoyable chapter of your holiday story, setting a positive and relaxed tone for the entire adventure that lies ahead. As we move toward 2030, the decision of where to go on holiday is becoming increasingly intertwined with a more pressing question: when is the best time to go? The Earth's changing climate is no longer an abstract concept, but a tangible reality that is actively reshaping the global tourism landscape. Extreme weather events, from blistering heat waves and prolonged droughts to unpredictable storms, are making traditional peak travel seasons in many popular destinations less reliable and, in some cases, less pleasant. The once guaranteed sunshine of a Mediterranean summer, for example, might now come with temperatures that are uncomfortably or even dangerously high, pushing travelers to reconsider their long-held vacation habits. This shift is giving rise to a more fluid and thoughtful approach to travel scheduling. The rigid divide between high season and low season is beginning to dissolve, replaced by a more nuanced understanding of micro-seasons and optimal travel windows. The shoulder seasons, the gentle months of spring and autumn that flank the intense summer peak, are experiencing a surge in popularity. Travelers are discovering the joy of visiting iconic European cities or coastal retreats in May or October, when the weather is mild, the landscapes are beautiful, and the crowds have thinned. This trend allows for a more relaxed and authentic experience, offering a glimpse into a destination's local life that is often obscured during the frantic summer rush. Furthermore, we are seeing the emergence of entirely new travel patterns, such as nighttime tourism. In destinations prone to extreme daytime heat, cities and attractions are adapting by extending their hours and creating vibrant after-dark experiences. Imagine exploring the ancient ruins of Rome under the cool glow of moonlight, or enjoying a bustling night market in Southeast Asia that comes alive only after the sun has set. This not only provides a solution to climate challenges, but also offers a completely fresh and magical perspective on familiar places, transforming the travel experience into something new and exciting while ensuring visitor comfort and safety. Ultimately, the future of travel planning may involve a much closer relationship with climatology. Intelligent travel assistants will likely incorporate long-range weather forecasts and climate models into their recommendations, suggesting not just a place, but the ideal time to visit it, down to a specific week. The question may no longer simply be where we want to go, but when that destination will be at its absolute best, both environmentally and experientially. This conscious scheduling represents a significant evolution in how we interact with the world, fostering a more adaptable and respectful approach to our journeys across a changing planet. One of the most direct responses to rising global temperatures is, honestly, the growing trend of coolcations. As traditionally sun-drenched destinations become hotter, an increasing number of travelers are deliberately seeking out cooler climates for their summer holidays. Instead of flocking to crowded beaches under a scorching sun, they are turning their gaze northward toward the refreshing landscapes of Scandinavia, the rugged coastlines of Canada, or the misty mountains of Scotland. These regions offer a welcome respite from the heat, providing opportunities for outdoor adventures like hiking, kayaking, and wildlife watching in comfortable, invigorating conditions that have become increasingly rare in more southerly latitudes. This search for cooler temperatures is redrawing the tourist map, bringing newfound attention to destinations that were once considered off the beaten path. The tranquil fjords of Norway, the pristine lakes of Finland, and the lush green islands of Ireland are emerging as prime summer hotspots for a new generation of travelers. These places offer not just temperate weather, but also a sense of serene, unspoiled nature. The appeal lies in the ability to be active and explore the outdoors without the oppressive weight of extreme heat, reconnecting with the natural world in a way that feels both exhilarating and restorative, a perfect antidote to modern urban life. The concept of a coolcation extends beyond just choosing a northern latitude. It also includes seeking higher altitudes. Mountain regions across the globe are experiencing a renaissance as summer retreats. The Alps, the Rockies, and even the cooler highlands of Asia are becoming attractive alternatives to coastal resorts. Here, travelers can enjoy crisp, clean air, stunning panoramic views, and a wealth of activities, from mountain biking to forest bathing. Hotels and communities in these areas are adapting, developing summer programs and infrastructure that cater to this growing demand, transforming ski resorts into year-round destinations for wellness and adventure. This shift does not mean the end of the beach holiday, but rather its evolution. Coastal destinations in cooler regions are gaining prominence, and even in warmer climates, travelers are adapting their behavior. They might choose to enjoy the beach in the early morning or late afternoon, dedicating the hottest part of the day to indoor cultural activities, siestas, or exploring shaded, air-conditioned spaces. The coolcation is really less about abandoning the sun entirely, and more about finding a new, smarter balance, ensuring the holiday remains a source of pleasure and relaxation in a warming world. In response to the undeniable pressures of climate change, a new type of destination is emerging, the climate-resilient destination. These are cities, regions, and resorts that are not just passively reacting to environmental shifts, but are proactively planning and adapting for a more sustainable and durable future. They are investing in green infrastructure such as expansive urban parks that help cool the air, and sophisticated water management systems to combat both droughts and floods. These forward-thinking locations are becoming increasingly attractive to travelers who value responsibility and long-term vision, offering a sense of security and stability in an uncertain world. A key aspect of climate resilience is the embrace of nature-positive tourism. This approach goes beyond simply minimizing harm. It actively seeks to contribute to the regeneration and protection of local ecosystems. Travelers might participate in reforestation projects, help with coral reef restoration, or stay in eco-lodges that are fully integrated into their natural surroundings and contribute financially to conservation efforts. This creates a more meaningful and impactful travel experience, allowing visitors to feel like they are part of the solution and leaving a positive legacy in the places they visit, fostering a deeper connection to the environment. These destinations are also masters of resource management. They prioritize renewable energy sources to power hotels and transportation, implement comprehensive recycling and composting programs to minimize waste, and champion the use of locally sourced food to reduce their carbon footprint. Smart technology plays a crucial role, with sensors monitoring energy and water consumption in real time, allowing for immediate adjustments and promoting a culture of efficiency. For the traveler, this often translates into a higher quality experience, fresher food, cleaner air, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing their holiday supports a destination that cares for its future. Ultimately, choosing a climate-resilient destination may become a primary factor in travel planning by 2030. Travelers will increasingly vote with their wallets, favoring places that demonstrate a genuine commitment to sustainability and adaptation. Online booking platforms might even feature climate resilience scores alongside price and user reviews, empowering consumers to make more informed and ethical choices. As we navigate the complexities of a changing world, these pioneering destinations will not only survive but thrive, serving as beacons of hope and models for a more responsible and enduring form of global tourism. For decades, the world's tourist map has been dominated by just a handful of iconic landmarks and superstar cities. We've all seen the images 1,000 times. The packed squares of Venice, those long lines snaking around the Colosseum, and the crush of humanity at the base of the Eiffel Tower. But as we journey toward the year 2030, a quiet but powerful shift is, taking place. More and more travelers are growing weary of the crowds, the high prices, and honestly, that feeling of being just one face in a sea of millions. Folks are starting to look beyond these traditional hotspots, driven by a desire for something more genuine, more personal, and definitely more peaceful. The very definition of a desirable destination is starting to expand. This quest for space and tranquility is leading travelers to redraw the map themselves. They're turning their attention to secondary cities, places that offer rich culture and history without the overwhelming crowds of their more famous counterparts. Instead of Rome, they might explore the vibrant streets of Bologna. Instead of Paris, they might discover the architectural charm of Lyon. These cities provide a more relaxed pace of life, a chance to interact with locals rather than just other tourists, and honestly, the feeling of having stumbled upon a well-kept secret. This movement isn't about avoiding famous places entirely, but about balancing a trip with discoveries that feel more unique and personal, and this trend extends far beyond just cities. Travelers are venturing into rural communities, seeking the quiet beauty of the countryside and a real connection to the land. They're discovering the allure of small, family-run farms that offer stays, giving a taste of authentic local life. Lesser-known islands, from the quiet archipelagos of the Baltic Sea to the undiscovered gems of the Caribbean, are becoming havens for those wanting to escape the commercialism of major resorts. These places offer a different kind of luxury, the luxury of simplicity, silence, and untouched natural landscapes that allow for real disconnection and rejuvenation. This dispersal of tourism isn't just a passing trend, it's a necessary evolution. Over-tourism has placed immense strain on the infrastructure, the environment, and the social fabric of the world's most beloved destinations. By choosing to explore alternative locations, travelers are not only enhancing their own experience, but also contributing to a more sustainable and balanced form of tourism. They're spreading the economic benefits more widely and helping to preserve the very places that have been loved almost to death. The future tourist map may be one with countless new pins, each representing a smaller, more intimate, and more meaningful discovery. Driving this shift away from the crowded mainstream is a pretty profound change in what future travelers value. The focus is moving away from passive sightseeing and toward active, meaningful engagement. By 2030, a lot of travelers won't be satisfied with simply snapping a photo of a famous monument. Instead, they'll seek experiences that let them connect with a place on a deeper level. This means engaging with local communities, understanding their traditions, and participating in their daily lives. The goal isn't just to see a destination, but to truly experience it, to feel its pulse, and to come away with a richer perspective on the world. This search for authenticity shows up in all sorts of ways. It could be learning a traditional craft from a local artisan in a small mountain village, or say, taking a cooking class in a family home to learn the secrets of a regional cuisine. It might even involve volunteering for a community project, or staying in a locally owned guest house where the owner can share stories about the area's history. These experiences create genuine human connections that, honestly, are impossible to find in a crowded tourist hub. They transform a simple holiday into a journey of learning and mutual respect, leaving both the traveler and the host community enriched by the encounter. Nature, too, is playing an increasingly central role in this new travel paradigm. As our world becomes more urbanized and digital, the desire to disconnect and really immerse oneself in the natural world has never been stronger. Travelers are actively seeking out hidden natural landscapes, secluded waterfalls, pristine forests, and remote coastlines where they can find solitude and awe. These journeys aren't just about adventure, they're about wellness and mental clarity. The experience of hiking through an ancient forest or watching the stars from a remote desert camp offers a powerful antidote to the stresses of modern life, providing a sense of perspective that is both humbling and uplifting. Ultimately, this leads to a pretty powerful question. What if some of tomorrow's most desirable destinations are places that today's travelers barely know? A traveler might leave the shadow of a famous overcrowded attraction, not with disappointment, but with excitement. They're setting off in search of something that can't be found in a guidebook, a quiet corner of the world where they can find a more meaningful connection to culture, to nature, and to themselves. This reorientation towards authenticity, community, and nature is fundamentally changing why we travel and, honestly, transforming the entire map of our world. The future of travel isn't about discovering one single perfect destination designed for millions of people. It's about creating millions of unique journeys, each one meticulously designed around the individual. As technology grows more intelligent and our understanding of traveler motivations deepens, we're moving beyond the era of mass-market tourism, the one-size-fits-all package holiday, with its rigid schedules and generic activities, is giving way to a new paradigm of hyper-personalization. By 2030, your holiday could be as unique as your own fingerprint, a bespoke experience crafted to align perfectly with your passions, your curiosities, and your personal idea of a perfect trip. This is honestly the dawn of the personalized journey. This evolution is powered by the same sophisticated AI that helps plan your trip. By understanding what kind of traveler you are, it can curate experiences that resonate on a much deeper level. It goes beyond simple preferences like beach or city, and delves into the very essence of why you travel. Does the thought of scaling a mountain excite you, or does the idea of a silent meditation retreat bring you peace? Are you driven by the desire to taste exotic new foods, or to immerse yourself in the art and history of ancient civilizations? Technology can now analyze these motivations to construct an itinerary that's more than just a sequence of events. It's a story written just for you. Imagine your travel app suggesting not just a restaurant, but a specific dish at a small family-run eatery that matches your love for spicy food. Picture it recommending a little-known hiking trail that leads to a waterfall, knowing your passion for nature photography and your preference for moderate physical challenges. This level of granular personalization transforms a destination from a static place on a map into a dynamic landscape of possibilities where every corner holds a potential experience tailored just for you. The journey becomes a continuous process of discovery, with technology acting as a compass that points you toward your own personal north. This shift represents a fundamental change in the balance of power. No longer are travelers passive recipients of what the industry offers. Instead, they're active co-creators of their own adventures. The technology empowers them to articulate their desires with incredible precision, and then translates those desires into a tangible, seamless reality. Instead of fitting their dreams into a pre-existing travel product, the product itself is built around their dreams. This creates a far more satisfying and emotionally fulfilling experience, ensuring that the precious time and resources invested in travel yield the greatest possible personal return. So, to really understand the power of personalization, we have to recognize that there's just no single type of traveler. Like we explored in our previous journey, what kind of traveler are you? Each of us is honestly a unique combination of interests and desires. The adventurer, who's always chasing that adrenaline rush, whether it's climbing, diving, or exploring some remote wilderness, needs a totally different itinerary from the wellness traveler, whose main goal is rejuvenation, mindfulness, and holistic health. The future of travel is all about identifying and catering to these distinct archetypes with, well, unparalleled precision. It's about making sure every journey is fit for its specific purpose and its unique participant. Take the food traveler, for example. They're on a quest for flavor. For them, a destination is like a menu just waiting to be explored. A personalized journey would guide them through bustling street food markets, maybe arrange a private truffle hunting excursion, secure a reservation at a coveted farm-to-table restaurant, and even book a cooking class to learn the secrets of the local cuisine. Now, in contrast, the cultural traveler is really on a quest for knowledge and understanding. Their perfect trip might involve a private tour of a historical archive, a meeting with a local historian, tickets to a traditional opera, and a stay in a restored heritage building that seems to breathe the stories of the past. And this personalization extends to every demographic. The family traveler needs a delicate balance, activities that can engage young children, entertain teenagers, and still provide relaxation for parents. Their AI-curated journey might weave together theme parks, interactive museums, and child-friendly resorts. Meanwhile, the senior traveler may prioritize comfort, accessibility, and just a slower pace. Their ideal trip could involve scenic train journeys, single-story accommodations, and tours that avoid strenuous walking. The solo traveler, seeking both independence and safe social connection, might be guided toward group activities, communal guest houses, and experiences that foster community among like-minded individuals. Even the luxury traveler's experience is becoming more personalized. It's not just about the most expensive suite anymore, but about exclusive access tailored to their specific interests, maybe a private viewing of a new art collection before it opens to the public, or a one-on-one session with a world-renowned yoga master. By recognizing and designing for these diverse traveler archetypes, the industry can really move beyond those generic offerings. It can create journeys that aren't just enjoyable, but deeply meaningful because they speak directly to the core of what makes each of us want to explore the world in the first place. Ultimately, the rise of the personalized journey is redefining our entire concept of a holiday. The central focus is shifting from the destination itself to the experience it enables. The future of travel might not be about finding the perfect destination, but about creating the perfect experience for you, wherever you might be. A single city, like Kyoto for instance, can actually host 1,000 different perfect holidays at the same time. For one person, it's a spiritual retreat with temple visits and Zen gardens. For another, it's a creative immersion in traditional crafts. For a third, it might be a culinary deep dive into the art of kaiseki dining. The place is the stage, the personalized journey is the play. This new reality kind of liberates travelers from the pressure of a must-see list. The fear of missing out on a famous landmark just fades away when you realize your journey is designed to deliver something way more valuable: personal fulfillment. You're not obligated to join the queue for the most popular attraction if your true passion lies somewhere else. Instead, you're free to spend your afternoon in a quiet specialist bookshop that your AI assistant found for you, or maybe to take a detour to a small village known for its unique pottery, simply because that's what really enriches your soul. This is travel on your own terms, guided by your own interests. This level of personalization also fosters a deeper, more sustainable relationship with destinations. When travelers pursue their specific interests, they tend to spread out more widely across a region, engaging with a broader range of local businesses and communities. The food traveler supports small restaurants and local producers. The cultural traveler engages with museums and artisans. The nature lover explores parks and conservation areas. This spreads the economic benefits of tourism beyond the overcrowded central hubs and encourages a more respectful and targeted form of engagement that really values the unique fabric of a place. In the end, this ultra-personalized approach promises a future where travel is more rewarding than ever before. It makes sure that every trip is a good investment of our most precious resources: our time, our money, and our curiosity. And as technology keeps evolving, it'll get even better at understanding our unspoken desires and surprising us with experiences we didn't even know we were looking for. The journey of 2030 isn't just a trip, it's a reflection of who you are, a perfectly tailored adventure designed to create memories that will resonate for a lifetime. Upon arriving at your destination in 2030, you step into a hotel that feels less like a temporary lodging and more like a second home that's been perfectly prepared for your arrival. This is the era of the smart hotel, where technology works quietly and intuitively in the background to create an environment of ultimate comfort, convenience, and personalization. The check-in process is honestly a thing of the past. The hotel already knows you're here, and your room is unlocked securely with your smartphone or just a simple biometric scan. As you enter, the room comes to life around you, adapting instantly to preferences you set weeks ago. The lighting adjusts to a warm, soft glow, the temperature settles at your ideal 21 degrees Celsius, and a calming playlist, curated based on your musical taste, begins to play softly. This seamless experience is orchestrated by what you might call an invisible concierge, an intelligent network that anticipates your needs without ever being intrusive. Your AI travel assistant has already communicated your preferences to the hotel's system. It knows you're allergic to feathers, so the bedding is hypoallergenic. It knows you prefer sparkling water, and a chilled bottle is already waiting for you. The room's smart windows can be programmed to gradually lighten in the morning to help you wake up naturally, or they can be turned opaque for complete privacy with just a simple voice command. This isn't cold, impersonal automation. It's a thoughtful application of technology designed to enhance human comfort and well-being. Throughout your stay, this intelligent system continues to serve you. You can speak to the room's AI concierge to order room service, book a spa treatment, or get recommendations for a nearby coffee shop. If you need extra towels, you might not even have to ask. A small, quiet service robot could be dispatched to your door, delivering them without disrupting your relaxation. These robotic assistants handle simple, repetitive tasks, freeing up human staff to focus on what they do best, providing warm, personal hospitality, offering nuanced advice, and creating genuine moments of connection. The technology handles the logistics, while the people provide the soul. The best part of this smart hotel experience is that the technology is designed to disappear. There are no complicated remote controls or confusing interfaces. Control is managed through simple voice commands, your personal smartphone, or intuitive gestures. The goal is to make the environment feel magical, as if it's responding directly to your thoughts and desires. This connects back to our previous exploration of robot and sustainable hotels, but now with a new level of integration and polish. The best travel technology, after all, may be the technology you barely notice, working silently to ensure your stay is effortless, comfortable, and perfectly tailored to you. So, the concept of smart in 2030 really extends far beyond just the walls of your hotel room. It actually encompasses the entire destination. Cities and regions are transforming into these intelligent ecosystems where tourism infrastructure is connected, responsive, and, of course, sustainable. Whenever you decide to head out and explore, this network works behind the scenes to make your journey totally frictionless. You can, for example, use a citywide app to summon an autonomous electric shuttle that takes you right up to the museum entrance. The same app brings together public transport schedules, ride-sharing options, and even electric bike or scooter locations into a single, super easy-to-use interface, always suggesting the most efficient and eco-friendly route to get you exactly where you want to go. This really takes away the stress of navigating an unfamiliar city. But there's more. This intelligent infrastructure also plays a huge role in managing tourism flow and boosting sustainability. All across the destination, there's a network of discrete sensors monitoring things like crowd levels at popular attractions, air quality, and traffic patterns in real time. If, say, the main entrance to a national park is starting to get too congested, your travel app might proactively suggest an alternative, equally beautiful trail that's currently less crowded. This helps spread visitors more evenly, preventing the kind of over-tourism that's plagued so many places, preserving the experience for everyone, and reducing the environmental strain on sensitive sites. For travelers, this kind of system feels a bit like being guided by an invisible, knowledgeable local friend. It can alert you to a pop-up market happening in a nearby square, or recommend a restaurant that just had a last-minute cancellation. Instead of stifling serendipity, it actually enhances it, presenting you with opportunities you might have otherwise missed. It also improves accessibility, providing real-time info on wheelchair-accessible routes, or suggesting a quieter time to visit an attraction for travelers with sensory sensitivities. The smart destination is an inclusive destination, using technology to break down barriers and really open up the world for more people to enjoy. Ultimately, the smart destination represents a new, more harmonious relationship between the visitor, the community, and the environment. By optimizing how we use resources, whether that's transportation, energy, or water, it creates a more efficient and sustainable form of tourism. The technology isn't the main attraction, it's just an enabler. It works quietly in the background, making sure the destination stays beautiful, livable, and enjoyable for both residents and travelers alike. And it ensures that while you soak in the human and cultural wonders of a place, the journey itself is as smooth, convenient, and responsible as possible. The future of travel isn't going to belong to just one generation, and it definitely won't be designed for just one type of traveler. As we head toward 2030, there's a profound demographic shift happening that's making the tourism industry more inclusive and adaptable than ever before. With populations aging gracefully and families evolving, the old idea of a one-size-fits-all holiday is really becoming a thing of the past. Instead, we're seeing travel experiences designed to accommodate the diverse needs and desires of people at every stage of life. The world is opening up, and there's a growing recognition that the joy of discovery should be accessible to everyone, no matter their age, mobility, or family structure. It's a future shaped around the different ways people want to experience the world. Multi-generational holidays where grandparents, parents, and kids travel together are becoming more and more popular. These trips are such a wonderful opportunity to create shared memories, but they can also be a bit of a logistical puzzle. By 2030, travel companies and destinations are going to be masters at orchestrating these journeys. Itineraries will be thoughtfully designed to offer something for everyone. Maybe a quiet morning of bird watching for the grandparents, an adventurous zip-lining course for the teenagers, and a creative craft workshop for the younger children, all coming together for a shared family dinner in the evening. Accommodations will evolve too, with more interconnected suites, private villas, and accessible layouts that let families stay together comfortably, fostering connection while still giving everyone their own personal space. The growing number of older travelers, many of whom are healthier and more active than any generation before them, is also a powerful force for change. These senior explorers are looking for comfortable, enriching, and accessible adventures. The industry is responding with a move towards slower travel, allowing for longer stays in one destination so people can really immerse themselves without the exhaustion of a rushed itinerary. Transportation is adapting, with high-speed trains offering more spacious seating and cruise ships providing seamless, barrier-free journeys. Tour operators are designing experiences that are culturally rich but physically manageable, making sure the wonders of the world stay within reach for those with a lifetime of curiosity to share. At the same time, the solo traveler is still a significant and growing demographic. For them, travel is often about self-discovery, independence, and connection. The industry of 2030 will cater to them with even greater sophistication, offering curated group activities that foster safe social interactions, as well as technologies and services that enhance safety and confidence for those exploring on their own. From communal dining experiences in boutique hotels to guided small group adventures, the focus is on creating a sense of community for those who want it, while respecting the freedom and solitude that make solo travel so appealing. Travel is becoming a rich tapestry, woven with threads from every age and walk of life. Honestly, the most profound evolution in travel by 2030 might just be its steadfast commitment to accessibility and wellness. The industry is finally embracing the idea of universal design, recognizing that environments made accessible for travelers with disabilities ultimately make things better for everyone. And this goes way beyond just adding a ramp to a hotel entrance. It's really a holistic approach to the entire travel experience. That means websites and booking apps that are fully usable by people with visual impairments, airports with clear multi-sensory navigation systems, and hotel rooms with thoughtfully designed, accessible bathrooms and adjustable height furnishings. It's all about designing for dignity, making sure every traveler can navigate the world with independence and grace. This focus on inclusivity is showing up in the experiences themselves too. Tour operators are increasingly offering adaptive sports like seated skiing or guided sensory hikes for the visually impaired. Museums are providing tactile exhibits and augmented reality tours that cater to different learning styles and physical abilities. Destinations are realizing that accessibility isn't just a moral imperative, it's also a significant economic opportunity, opening their doors to a vast and loyal market of travelers who have too often been excluded. Technology is absolutely vital here, with apps that can map out step-free routes through a city or give real-time info on the accessibility of public transport and attractions. Alongside accessibility, wellness has become a central pillar of modern travel, and it's not just about spa treatments anymore. It's a much more holistic concept that weaves mental, physical, and spiritual well-being right into the fabric of the journey. Travelers are looking to disconnect from their stressful lives and really reconnect with themselves. That's led to a rise in dedicated wellness retreats focused on yoga, meditation, and digital detoxing. But the principles of wellness are also being integrated into mainstream travel. Hotels are offering circadian lighting to help with jet lag, menus focused on nutritious, locally sourced food, and quiet zones for relaxation and reflection. This blend of accessibility and wellness signals a move toward a more compassionate and human-centered form of tourism. It recognizes that travel should be restorative and enriching for both body and soul. Whether it's a physically comfortable journey for an older traveler, an empowering adventure for someone with a disability, or a rejuvenating retreat for someone seeking balance, the future of travel is being designed around our fundamental human needs. It's a future where the journey itself contributes to our well-being, leaving us not exhausted, but renewed, inspired, and more connected to ourselves and the world around us. You know, the concept of luxury travel has long been tied to extravagance and material excess. It used to bring to mind these images of palatial hotel suites with gold-plated taps, fleets of expensive supercars, and opulent feasts fit for royalty. But as we move toward the year 2030, the very definition of luxury is, well, undergoing this profound and quiet transformation. For a new generation of discerning travelers, opulence isn't really measured by ostentatious displays of wealth anymore. This shift connects with what we've explored before about luxury, but it actually takes the idea a step further. True luxury is becoming less about having more and more about experiencing something rare, meaningful, and deeply personal. It's this move away from the material and toward the immaterial. This redefinition honestly challenges the old symbols of status. A bigger hotel room just loses its appeal when you compare it to, say, a secluded glass cabin with an uninterrupted view of the northern lights. An expensive car seems almost trivial next to the experience of a silent, private journey through a protected nature reserve, guided by an expert ecologist. The focus is shifting from manufactured grandeur to authentic, exclusive experiences that, really, can't be easily replicated or just bought off a shelf. Luxury isn't about impressing others anymore. It's about enriching yourself. It's found in the quality of the experience, not the quantity of the amenities provided. This new luxury is also, deeply intertwined with wellness and peace of mind. Instead of over-the-top indulgence, travelers are now seeking out restorative havens that offer a true respite from their hyper-connected, fast-paced lives. A week at a world-class wellness retreat, one that offers personalized yoga instruction, mindful meditation, and nourishing organic cuisine, is now seen as a greater luxury than a week spent in a bustling city hotel, no matter how lavish. The ultimate luxury is the feeling of coming back from a journey not exhausted but genuinely renewed, with a clear mind and a restored sense of balance. That's a form of wealth you can feel long after the holiday is over. As a result, the markers of a luxury experience are really changing. Personalized service is still paramount, but it's less about formal butlers and more about intuitive hosts who can anticipate your needs and connect you with authentic local culture. It's about the chef who comes to your table to share the story of the ingredients sourced from the garden outside. It's about the guide who knows the perfect hidden spot to watch the sunset away from any crowds. By the year 2030, luxury won't be defined by what you have, but by what you get to feel, learn, and experience in a way that's uniquely yours. So, as we keep redefining luxury, we start to see that the most coveted commodities of 2030 are actually those things that money and technology can't easily create. The new currency of high-end travel is measured in time, privacy, space, and peace. In a world that's growing more crowded, noisy, and demanding of our attention, the ability to access these simple, fundamental elements has become, honestly, the ultimate status symbol. The most exclusive resorts of the future might not be the ones with the most elaborate facilities, but the ones that can offer their guests the precious gift of genuine solitude and uninterrupted tranquility. Time, perhaps, is the most valuable of these new luxuries. It means time to disconnect, to slow down, and to be present in the moment, without that constant pull of digital notifications and demanding schedules. A luxury holiday could be one where you have the freedom to do nothing at all, to just sit and read a book for an entire afternoon or take a long, aimless walk through a beautiful landscape. It's also about having time dedicated to meaningful connections, whether that's uninterrupted quality time with family or deep, engaging conversations with fascinating local people. This is a luxury that really enriches the soul in a way that material possessions just can't. Privacy and space are, the inseparable companions of time. The ability to escape the crowds has become a top concern for discerning travelers. This is driving the demand for private villas, remote wilderness lodges, and exclusive use properties where guests can feel like they have a small corner of the world all to themselves. The luxury isn't in the size of the building, but in the vastness of the space that surrounds it. It's the feeling of stepping onto your terrace and seeing nothing but untouched nature stretching to the horizon, hearing nothing but the sound of the wind or the call of a distant bird. Ultimately, all these elements combine to create the most sought-after luxury of all: peace. By 2030, luxury may not mean having more, it may mean having access to what is becoming increasingly scarce in our daily lives. It's the peace that comes from being immersed in nature, the peace of mind that comes from true privacy, and the inner peace that comes from having the time and space to simply be. This shift marks a return to a more essential, more human-centered form of travel, where the greatest indulgence isn't a thing you can own, but a state of being you can experience. This brings us to the biggest, most fundamental question of all. As our journeys become increasingly orchestrated by artificial intelligence, seamless technology, and smart infrastructure, will travel become more technological or more human? It is a question that sits at the very heart of our journey into 2030. We have imagined a world of hyper-personalization, autonomous vehicles, and intelligent hotels. Yet as the pace of the documentary slows, we are reminded of the timeless, unchanging truths of why we leave home in the first place. We see the simple, profound moments that have always defined the magic of travel. The shared laughter of a family discovering a new place together, the warm, welcoming smile of a local artisan sharing their craft, and the quiet awe of children experiencing a culture vastly different from their own. Despite all the advancements, people will continue to travel for deeply human reasons. We will travel to satisfy our innate curiosity, that powerful urge to see what lies beyond the next hill or across the ocean. We will travel to forge connections, not just with new places, but with new people and, most importantly, with each other. We seek discovery not just of landmarks but of new perspectives that challenge our assumptions and enrich our understanding of the world. These are the powerful emotional drivers that no algorithm can replicate and no technology can replace. They are the soul of the journey. Think of the memories we cherish most from our travels. They are rarely about the efficiency of the flight or the speed of the hotel check-in. Instead, they are about the taste of traditional food lovingly prepared in a family kitchen, the feeling of wonder while watching a sunset paint the sky in impossible colors, or the thrill of adventure on a winding, unfamiliar path. These are the moments of genuine human interaction and sensory experience that form the bedrock of our travel stories. They are the souvenirs we carry in our hearts long after we have returned home, the true treasures of any expedition. This leads to a powerful realization. Technology may change how we travel, but it may never replace why we travel. The tools we use will undoubtedly become more sophisticated, the logistics more streamlined, and the planning more intelligent. But the fundamental purpose of our journeys, to explore, to learn, to connect, and to feel, will remain as human as it has ever been. The technology is simply the new and improved vessel. The human spirit of discovery remains the unwavering captain, forever steering us toward the horizon in search of something more. So if the why of travel remains fundamentally human, what then is the true role of technology in the journey of 2030? Perhaps its greatest potential lies not in replacing the human element, but in enabling it more fully. By taking care of the friction, the stress, and the logistical complexities that have long been the frustrating side effects of travel, technology can free us up to be more present, more open, and more engaged with the world around us. It acts as the silent stagehand, working diligently behind the scenes to ensure the main performance, the human experience of discovery, can unfold without a hitch. The technology is not the story. It is the pen that helps us write it more beautifully. Consider how a seamless journey, free from the anxiety of missed connections or lost bookings, allows you to arrive at your destination, feeling relaxed and open-minded, ready to immerse yourself in the local culture. Think of how real-time translation tools delivered through smart glasses can break down language barriers and transform a transactional encounter with a shopkeeper into a genuine conversation and a shared moment of understanding. In this sense, technology becomes a bridge, not a barrier. It fosters deeper human connection by removing the very obstacles that have historically kept people apart, making the world feel a little smaller and a lot more welcoming. Moreover, hyper-personalization, driven by AI, can guide us toward experiences that are more aligned with our authentic selves. By understanding our passions, it can lead us away from the crowded tourist traps and toward the quiet, meaningful encounters that truly resonate with our souls. It might guide a nature lover to a hidden conservation project, or a history enthusiast to a little-known private archive. In doing so, the technology does not diminish the human experience, it amplifies it. It helps us find the specific flavor of humanity and culture that we are uniquely searching for, making our journeys more fulfilling and personally significant. Ultimately, the future of travel is not a battle between technology and humanity, but a partnership. It is a symbiotic relationship where each element enhances the other. The technology handles the how, making travel more efficient, accessible, and sustainable. This, in turn, empowers us, the travelers, to focus entirely on the why, the curiosity, the connection, the adventure, and the wonder. The most advanced technology will be the kind that makes itself invisible, allowing the raw, beautiful, and unpredictable human experience of exploring our magnificent planet to take center stage, just as it always should. Imagine yourself now, back in the year 2030 at the end of that holiday we envisioned at the start. Your journey has come full circle, a complete story from start to finish. It all began with a simple conversation, a dream articulated to an intelligent AI that wove your interests into a perfect itinerary. You moved through the world with an effortless grace, carried by smart, connected transportation that dissolved the barriers between home and horizon. Your journey through the futuristic airport or railway station was a smooth, seamless flow, free from the cues and stresses of the past. Every step was anticipated, every connection flawlessly orchestrated, leaving you free to simply be present in the moment. Upon arriving at your destination, you found a place that felt both new and familiar. Technology had made the journey easier, but it also guided you to experiences that resonated with your soul. Your smart hotel understood your preferences, creating a sanctuary of comfort that felt like a personalized home from the moment you walked in. You ventured out and discovered a world tailored to you. You followed a path that led you away from the crowds, toward authentic local experiences, moments of profound wellness, and deep connections with nature. You engaged with a culture, not as a passive observer, but as a welcome participant, your curiosity amplified by the tools at your disposal. But now, at the end of the day, something important happens. You find yourself standing somewhere beautiful, watching the sun dip below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery colors. The smart device that guided you here now rests on the table, its screen dark. The AI assistant is silent. The invisible network of technology that made everything so seamless has faded into the background, its purpose fulfilled. In this quiet moment of reflection, you are reminded of the fundamental truth of travel. The technology was the enabler, but the experience itself, this feeling of awe and connection, is profoundly and timelessly human. You are still standing somewhere beautiful. You are still discovering something new about the world and about yourself. You are still creating memories that will last a lifetime, stories you will share for years to come. The journey has been transformed by innovation, making it more personal, more accessible, and more sustainable. But the core purpose, the very reason you set out in the first place, remains unchanged. You traveled to feel, to see, to connect, and to be moved. And in this perfect, tranquil moment, you have found exactly what you were looking for. The technology brought you here, but the human experience is all your own. By 2030, travel may indeed look very different. Artificial intelligence may help us plan our grandest adventures with astonishing precision. Advanced technology may help us move across the globe more efficiently and sustainably than ever before. The realities of our changing climate may influence where and when we choose to travel, guiding us toward new seasons and cooler destinations. Our holidays are poised to become more personalized, more connected, and more attuned to our individual desires. The entire landscape of tourism is being reshaped before our very eyes, promising a future of incredible possibilities for every kind of explorer at every stage of life. But perhaps the most important part of travel will remain beautifully, stubbornly unchanged. We travel because we want to discover. We travel because we want to connect. We travel because somewhere beyond the familiar comforts of our daily lives, there is still something new waiting to surprise us, to challenge our perspectives, and to fill us with a sense of wonder. Technology may transform the journey, but the human desire to explore the world will always remain. It is a fundamental part of who we are, an instinct that has driven us to cross oceans and continents for millennia, and it will continue to drive us toward the future. Perhaps then, the future of travel will not be defined by the technology we use, but by what that technology allows us to experience more deeply. It could mean more freedom from the logistical burdens of travel, freeing our minds for discovery. It could mean more personalization, leading to more meaningful and fulfilling journeys. It might mean more accessibility, opening up the world to people who were previously left behind. And hopefully, it will foster a better, more respectful relationship between travelers, the destinations they visit, and our precious planet, ensuring these beautiful places can be enjoyed for generations to come. Because technology may transform the journey, but our desire to explore the world, to find beauty, to seek knowledge, and to connect with the vast tapestry of humanity will always remain. It is this enduring spirit that will continue to call us forward, toward the next destination, the next adventure, and the next discovery. The tools will change, the maps will be redrawn, but the horizon, and our innate need to reach for it, is eternal. The future of travel is not just about where we will go, but about the ever more human experiences we will have when we get there.